Hello, everyone. Harmony DeVoe here, coming to you with Grown Woman Talk. This is episode 13. And for those of you who are not tuned in or subscribed to my channel at YouTube, go to Harmony DeVoe Official. Sign up, subscribe, comment. I welcome your comments. I welcome your feedback. The opinions that I express on Grown Woman Talk are just that. They are opinions. So whether you're agreeing with me, whether you're disagreeing with me, I welcome the feedback. I think communication is key to any type of vital, successful relationship or getting to know process. I'm going to be bringing you a little bit of a different flavor with Harmony DeVoe and Grown Woman Talk going forward as I continue to do these episodes. I'm also learning how to get better, and what to do. Shout out to Ben Street Studios. Shout out for their love, their editing, their graphics, making me better. Shout out to my boy Bradford, Roku, Amazon Fire. I'll be coming your way really soon, and I'm very excited about that. So we'll be talking about a subject matter that you guys might know about. I have been married. I have also been divorced. I am currently single. So I'd like to talk to a couple people. They have no idea. I'm not scripted. There's no script here. They don't know the subject matters ahead of time. I talk to them right on camera. And I do like talking about guys too to get their perspective, even though this is Grown Woman Talk. So I'm going to be talking to a guy who is married. I'm also going to be talking to a guy who's never been married, who is single. I also want to expound upon relationships between men and women and the friend zone. As you guys know, I have a new single dropping on March 28th called The Friend Zone. Go to www.harmonydevoe.com. Take a listen. I got a little sneak peek for you. And I do have the music video is coming the same time as my music. I've never dropped a video and the single at the same time. So for those of you, we all know that we're all impacted by the coronavirus, so we can't really hang out. I can't do a soft release of the video or the single, but we can do watch parties. So I intend to do one. So for those of you who don't know me, I want you to go to Harmony DeVoe Artist page on Facebook, because my other page is full and I do apologize, but my second page is Harmony DeVoe Artist page. Follow me on Instagram, because we're also going to be on there doing it as well, Harmony_DeVoe. Follow and support your indie artists. We are going to be doing a little bit of a promo about the Friend Zone. You're going to see some backstage stuff, some outtakes and things that are hilarious. I thank all of my cast who were there to support me and participate in the video. I thank my sorors for allowing me to use their private facilities, and my bruh, of course. I got Coleman Love over there. I even thank my little kings, because they were there in assistance to me as well, and I cannot do this without you. This requires more than just me. And I thank everybody on my team for supporting. So I'll be right back, okay? We're going to talk to these guys, and I'm going to talk a little bit about relationships. How to have healthy arguments when you're married. How to have healthy arguments when you're single. What to look for, what not to do. When a man is telling you he needs some time to process the information, and we as women keep going with them, how they have their man cave moments or need time to process information, because they're more or less thinkers, we're more emotional. So I would like to talk to these two guys about the differences, and I want to speak to them individually so you'll know. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Grown Woman Talk with Harmony DeVoe, episode 13. Hey everyone, Grown Woman Talk with Harmony DeVoe. I am back with returning guest Gil. Gil is also involved in the Friend Zone video. Thank you, Gil. Prominent actor here doing his thing. He's also into fitness, ladies. Show your arm. Oh, arm. Okay, so as I stated to you guys, Gil has no idea what the subject matter is. I don't like Grown Woman Talk being scripted, and I like people who are open and ready to talk about anything. We're grown. We're adults. We can talk about things like that. So Gil is one of the two gentlemen that I told you about. So Gil is single. You single? He says he's single. What do you define as single? What's your definition as a man, before we get started? When a woman asks you if you're single, what does that mean to you? And speak up, baritone, because we can't hear you on how you fake the orgasm. So
when you say you're single, that means doesn't mean that you're not dating or anything of that nature. It just means you're not exclusive. with someone.
Correct. One who really knows what the definition of single is, because guys only gonna answer what you ask them. So if you're involved with somebody and you're not married,
Right?
do you define that as single?
No. It depends on the level of the relationship and how much you're committed to that particular person. So, if I'm with, let's say hypothetically, if I was with you, and you're the only one that I'm dealing with. I share things with you. We do different things and things of that nature. Then that's more or less exclusive, and I'm committed to just you. If I'm just sexing you and things of that nature. When you're single, you have options and you can still move about like you want to. Other than that, if I'm just with you, I'm with you.
Now, are we gonna have that conversation to say we're exclusive, or is that something that is assumed?
I think everything should be communicated because you don't want any lines crossed. You don't want any emotions being involved into something that may be said or something that may be seen, and you misconstrue what type of relationship that you do have. So I think it should be dialected between each other, and just pretty much let me know what this is or what your ultimate goal is with me, and then I'll do the same for you. If we're just in the friend zone and we just enjoy each other's company, then that's something different. It doesn't mean that we can't move about, or if we see something else or someone else that we enjoy or want to hang with, or maybe somebody that was before us, doesn't mean that we still have that option. But if it's not communicated, then
You just touched on two topics, one of which I was going to talk about. What's the friend zone for a guy? What does the friend zone mean for you? When a woman says let's be in the friend zone, what does that mean to you? Because is it friends with benefits? Is it straight friends? Is it, I don't want, hey, let's dap each other up? What is the friend zone as a guy defined as to you?
well, me personally, I can't really speak for all guys because most guys take the friend zone as I want friends with benefits, but I don't want no ties. So a mature gentleman or someone who's considerate of your relationship or your friend zone, there has to be some type of limits. There has to be lines drawn. Like our chemistry can be good. We can laugh. We can have the same type of humor. We can have the same type of hobbies. We can do different things. However, when you cross the line and you start to become intimate, you start being sexual and things of that nature, again, that has to be communicated. Yeah, we're doing this, but neither of us want that committed obligation towards each other. That can be a friend zone level. It's different levels. Like I said, if the communication is not there, the communication has to be mutual on both ends. I can't make love to you or have sex with you and then be like, I never said I was your man. But yet, knowing that you are emotional, you're going to automatically say, and not looking at the fact that you do this all the time.
Wait a minute. You just said something. You changing. You don't even know what the subject is yet.
I am.
The subject that I'm going to talk about is, you touched on it, but we'll go back to it. But you just brought up something else. So you said when I'm having sex with you and making love to you, what's the difference between making love and sex? As a guy, what's the difference? Educate us. Educate me.
Making love is emotional. Making love is passionate. Making love is being attentive. Making love is being patient.
Can you do that when you're not in a relationship with them?
You can, but it's emotionally it's not the same.
Then that would be sex.
The feeling won't be the same.
That's just fucking.
That's where the sex comes in.
You just fucking.
It's just sex.
It's fucking. Is
However,
fucking and sex the same?
I mean, no, it's not.
Fucking and sex ain't the same?
Oh, fucking and sex is the same. Yes.
Okay, I'm starting to say, break that down for me.
Fucking and sex is the same. However,
the word fucking is just a nasty word for sex. No emotion, just up against the wall.
This is true. However, sex can be in the friend zone. Fucking don't have to have any emotions involved. Sex can. Making love, that may come with a commitment. It's different levels to this. Don't listen. There's different levels to this.
Guys make sex so complicated.
No, women make sex complicated. Women make
We're
sex
emotional.
complicated. Right.
We're emotional.
So we never know where your emotions may go depending on how good the sex or the lovemaking or the fucking is. Because fucking can turn into sex.
Okay,
and
hold
sex
up.
may turn into love
We go
making
pause
for
because me and
you.
Gil can keep going all the time. We'll just keep talking. So listen, y'all gotta stay tuned. Summertime, my single debut, Up Against the Wall, doing a doggy style, and it's coming out. You'll only get a segment. We'll be right back. Okay, hold on. Back, grown woman talk. Harmony DeVoe. I've been told to make my little segments longer. I've been told to take breaks in between because you probably get tired of talking to me. Listen, or listening to me rather. Go to www.harmonydevoe.com and tune in, subscribe, like all that good stuff. Because I like dialogue between men and women. This is how we learn each other. Because we only know us, they only know them. So if we educate each other and learn each other, then I think the world will be a better place. So, real quick. The subject that I wanted to talk about was about arguing between men and women. How we argue. Is it healthy to argue? What are different ways to have an argument or a disagreement? When a guy says, listen, I don't want to talk about this right now, let it go. Do we as women let it go, or do we keep going at them and going at them? And this is why guys have this thing called man cave. Or if guys are thinkers, they don't like drama. They just listen, just chill out. Don't be on me like that. But we'll keep going and going and going to the point of escalation. And then now you have yelling and screaming or hollering and things that aren't healthy and very dysfunctional in a relationship. So I wanted to get Gil's take too, as a single man, on this and how he understands that from a male perspective when women argue with you. So, what's healthy arguing to you?
Healthy?
Yelling and screaming. I mean, what?
That's not healthy at all. That's toxic.
Very.
Debating is good. And the reason why I say debating is good is because you get to learn one another. You get to learn each other's dislikes, do's, don'ts, wills, won'ts, and things of that nature.
Can y'all hear him? Because he got a very white voice. I'm sorry. He can't help it. It's just low in his bowels and his baritone. He just let me try to get the mic over to him. You know, he be trying to be all sexy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the case. Okay. So.
Go ahead. Let me educate.
A healthy debate is good in a relationship, again, because it helps you learn the mate that you're with. Everybody's individualists. You have your own likes, you have your own dislikes. It's good that you can share the same likes and things of that nature, but everybody's not the same. So if you have a topic and something that you don't agree on, just because I disagree or I don't see it the same way you see it, doesn't have to be an argument. We can learn to agree to disagree as long as we're still on the same common goal. So at the end of the day, if you have, let's say, I like to play pool, right? You don't like to play pool. You like to play bingo. I say bingo is boring. You get excitement out of it. I can agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to yell, oh, that's stupid. Why are you going to play bingo? That's for old people. It's not the case.
Well, let's get juicier. Not to interrupt. Let's get a little juicy with it.
Okay.
Have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
Yes.
And what do you define as toxic? What's a toxic relationship for you?
Constant arguing, no chemistry, different values, different views.
So clashing.
Yes.
So I'm going to go a little bit more serious and in depth as a survivor of domestic violence, okay? With regard to domestic violence, I truly, truly feel that men are also victims of domestic violence, and I think us as women, we antagonize situations sometimes. Sometimes we lay hands on our men, and then we try to flip the script and call the police and say that they did things to us. And interviewing a black man, that is, I mean, they're always subjected to some form of contact with law enforcement. It's just the reality of it. It's unfortunate, but there are some cases that we really do need to call the damn police. But for you as a guy, have you ever been in a situation where you were in a toxic relationship with a woman who was coming at you and hitting on you and doing things of that nature? And how did you handle that, if that applies?
Yes, I've actually been in that type of relationship, and I've seen many of those relationships as well, and it's not a good thing. The moral way to handle it, if you're in control of your emotions, is if let's just take the man's end of it, that's being approached or being harassed or being beat on and things of that nature. Naturally, in society's ways, like, oh, you should never put your hands on a woman. I get it, and you're right. we're naturally stronger, we're naturally more aggressive and things of that nature.
Nobody should be putting their hands on each other, period.
Correct.
But
Correct.
reality is we have.
Emotionally, sometimes you snap or sometimes you just react. And it's not saying that it's a good thing, but at the end of the day, you have to be able to, in order to control that emotions. So if you see yourself getting to that point, or you see it coming to that point, you as a man should be able to diffuse that argument, or as a woman should be able to diffuse that argument and say, hey, emotional levels are getting high, I'm starting to get angry, let's revisit this another time, take a walk, or do whatever the situation is. There's no need to put your business out on the street. There's no need for authorities to be called in your relationship.
Not on social media either,
because at that point, it's a snowball effect at that point.
Yeah.
And you don't really want that. Very rarely you can come back from that type of thing, because then you start to lose respect once hands is put on you and things of that nature. You don't really want that. And then that puts a wedge between your relationship, and that allows other people to infiltrate in those vulnerable moments.
And once trust is broken.
Right. We need to bring that black love back. We need to bring love back into the relationship between a man and woman, and concentrate on the strength of relationships. That's so far gone nowadays because it's so circumstantial why people get together, and why so much people stay together for circumstantial reasons. It's not cool. So when those circumstances are broken, that's when a lot of frivolous arguments start to come about, and then you forget the reasons why you even together in the first place.
So we get serious, and with that note, thank you, Mr. Gil, for participating again. I'm gonna get this married dude in here too. We go talk real quick, and then again, the friend zone is coming. We go do all the good stuff real quick. I'm gonna throw him off real quick because that's just what I do in Harmony Devote. Okay, so when you first date somebody, you first get to know somebody, first date somebody. Okay. Do you have a 3-month rule, 4-month rule, or do you just go in? So if the mood hits you, you screw them right away? You have sex? Or do you have a time limit as a dude? Because some women have a time limit. Some of us don't. There's some hoes in these streets. I don't mean no disrespect. That's just, if you want to do it, just go ahead. I mean, you know. But I personally have a time limit. But go ahead. Is a time limit necessary when you really have that chemistry and energy? I mean, do you just jump in on emotion? Do you... Go ahead, answer the question. Have you ever had sex on the first date?
On the first date, yes.
Shame on you.
However,
I don't judge, so that ain't my business. I just, hey, shit, I had somebody sucking my damn toes as soon as they met me in the car. Nasty buster, but it was good though. I like foot, I mean, you know, but
to each his own.
That wasn't me. He put my foot in his mouth. I had no control over it. I was like, oh my God, is my foot in his mouth? Okay, bye. To be continued. That'll be another topic, okay? Thank you, tuning in. I'm going to get the married guy. It's going to be a whole nother different kind of conversation. Thank you, Gil. Single brothers out there. Stand up. Bye. Man, I'm back. Harmony DeVoe, Grown Woman Talk. Listen, my second guest has bailed on me. Why? Because he's married. I wasn't going to ask him the same questions that I was going to ask a single dude. I just wanted to know, how long you been married? He tells me off camera, 15 years. I said, what would you consider to be healthy arguing with your wife? He was like, I don't. I gave that shit up a long time ago. So with that being said, all married people, men especially, comment, share, because the women are watching. We want to know. Men are watching too. But Alan Ass don't want to be on camera. He done backed out. But shout out to him. That's my director, the Friend Zone. Friend Zone is coming. I want y'all to support me as an indie artist. Go to www.harmonydevote.com. Look up my music. I got quick links on my website to my album and all of my singles that are out. Shout out to all of the producers. Shout out to the cast of Friend Zone. Cast on all of my videos that have helped me make this a success. 4th video, y'all. I'm doing good. Support your indie music, indie artists. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Again, subscribe, share, like. Harmony DeVoe, Grown Woman Talk. See you soon. Bye.